Okay folks, so I just realised, actually, I didn't even have to show you the well, mind you, the contrast between the Victorian and the Georgian, I guess, is interesting. But the contrast between modern and old is also interesting. Look at this, by the way, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Bloody thing, I don't know what it is, some sort of swing thing. Wow, that's really, I can't tell if there's glass in there or, wow, really. Right, so obviously right in front of us, because I've just come out of King's Cross, so there's King's Cross right there, and then literally across the road is St Pancras. So you can see the new bit that they built, and like I say, that's because of the Eurostar thing. So, you know, and you look at the contrast between the architecture of that, and then you look at the architecture of the old Victorian building. It's fascinating, isn't it? So, you know, as much as sometimes modern buildings can be quite awe-inspiring and look quite cool, sometimes I don't think they quite make it, and this is one of those times for me. I think other people may disagree. Personally, I don't know, I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. I don't think it's not that inspiring, is it? It's not that you know, to write home about necessarily. I don't know. So I like architecture and buildings and stuff and what have you. Like I said, I guess it's the artist in me. Can we cross? Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess it's the artist in me. You know, that says shape, form, stuff like that. I find it all fascinating stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, the two contrasts, well, there's three contrasts really when you think about it. I mean, you've got, you know, the Victorian, you've got the modern, and you've got the Georgian. So, really fascinating stuff. So, right, so we'll be heading back in that direction shortly, but we'll go through here first. We'll go through there, but that's the general direction we need to head to now, heading back in that direction. Although it's still, you know, I've still got at least an hour and a quarter, sorry, 2 hours and a quarter to watch that. Mind you, by the time I walk down there, time I've finished waffling on about whatever I'm waffling on about, I'm sure by then it'll get nearer the time, and I won't have as long to wait. And I'm sure if I get bored enough, I'm sure at some point I'll decide to do another vlog outside the Coco. I think that's what it's called. I keep saying Coco. I have no idea. Right, okay. So I'll tell you what, let's have a little wander through here first actually before I finish the vlog, just to show you, like I said, I mean, you know, the architecture, you see, actually, in fact, that's an interesting contrast. Look, you can see the Victorian structure there, right next to the modern structure. Interesting. Yeah, so I'll show you as much as I can of in here, yeah, it's a bit like I was saying on the other vlog when we went to where did we go again? Because it was only yesterday and all. When we went to Windsor. Oh wow, now that took me a minute, didn't it? So when we went to Windsor, and I was saying about the train station, how I'd never really seen the train station with like a shopping centre built inside of it, sort of thing. But of course, nearly all the train stations are like that. And I'm thinking to myself, why was I thinking that way before? Why was I thinking that, like, I'd never come across that before? I don't know, it's weird. But I think what it was, it's because certain parts of it, unlike this, which is obviously purpose built, other, you know, some parts of that station in Windsor, essentially I think used to actually function as the train station itself, like the ticket office part, for instance, which is now an information thing, and I think round there where the Costas was and all that, I think possibly used to be part of the actual station, where maybe even train lines used to be. So I guess that's part of the reason why I was kind of saying like, oh, I know, this looks really unusual and blah 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 blah. So, but yeah, you see, look, you can see another part of the thing, and it's all, you know, I think that's part of the original, but because again, that maybe that was part of the original platforms and stuff, maybe. Right, okay, I think I've waffled on enough, to be quite honest, and it's definitely getting time to start heading in that direction again. So I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.